Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the NJC Podcast. I'm your host, Kieran Soar, People and Culture Director for NJC, and on this edition, we are going to be celebrating Eastern Europe. Now, I'm personally very excited to be hosting this particular edition, and to give you a bit of a backstory, the inspiration for this podcast came from an operative who came to us last year and said, can we do anything to celebrate Romania Day, which happens on the 1st of December every year? And of course, in NJC tradition, we said, absolutely, but we've opened it up to the whole of Eastern Europe. And I'm very pleased to be joined by three very special guests. We've got Vasile Balan, Mariia Malichovska, and Olga Dailydiene. How are we all?
Oh, thank you. We're all okay, I guess.
Good stuff. Well, thank you very much for attending the podcast and giving up some of your time to talk to me today. I want to start, do you want to just give an introduction to yourselves? So talk about what you do in NJC and maybe your country of origin and your motivations for coming on the podcast today.
Okay. Well, once again, afternoon again. Thanks for having me, Kieran, on this podcast. You already mentioned my name, Vasile Balan. I'm the head of operation for NJC, and I have got 2 years plus with NJC. So yes, in cleaning industry for the last 18 years plus. Yes, I wanted to share a bit of my culture as a country, and yes, I think would be the right thing to do, especially because we had to celebrate the National Day of Romania, 1st of December. So yeah.
And you're from Romania?
Yes.
Originally, yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Vasile. And Mariia?
Hello, everybody. First, thank you for invitation to be here. Thank you for this opportunity. I recently joined to NJC. I work as cleaner operation and Furniture Street. And I'm really happy to take this opportunity to be here. And I want to represent my country here, especially Ukraine, especially in this situation, in this tough time, how we're struggling every time, maybe share with our experience. Maybe you can take something for your work, how it's too good for management, how to improve something. Because, and I understand, so we here, we are really happy because in my country, something so bad, really. Yeah,
and we'll come on to that specifically. We've got a segment for that in this edition of the podcast. But thank you for joining us, Mariia. Olga?
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Kieran, that you have me today. And I'm from Lithuania. I'm working with NJC more than 6 years. I'm working as operation support manager in Oxford and Gloucester. And I came in this podcast to just share my experience, my life experience, living in the UK when you are coming from abroad.
Yeah, that's great. Absolutely. And I think it's very important to shine a spotlight on this community because if we look at it, do we know how many Eastern Europeans are living in the UK as we currently stand?
Never thought of a number yet, but maybe more than 20 or I don't know.
Definitely more than 20, yeah.
More than 20, yes.
Yeah, 2.2 million in the UK currently, yeah. And they represent 15% of the population at NJC. So quite a sizable proportion. So Romanian after Spanish is the second language of NJC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So very important that we are having this conversation for the first time. I want to open by sort of just gaining some context in terms of what population we are talking about, because when we say Eastern Europe, yes, it's a geographical area, but it comprises, very many different people. It's a very diverse area. We've got Slavic people, Baltic, Uralic, Turkic, Romance, Germanic, and then the communities, the Jewish communities and the Romani communities as well that are all included in that. So does anybody want to sort of just shed some light on in terms of what are the main differences. So if you start with sort of Slavic and Baltic, can anyone fill us in on that?
I think with Slavic, you might be the person, Olga.
Yes. We are. I came from Slavic culture, but I have lived in Lithuania, what is Baltic country, and Lithuania is a little country by the Baltic Sea, as you know. Lithuania is a little country, it's about population is about 3 million only of people.
It is, yeah. There are cities in the UK with more. Or towns in the UK with more people in than Lithuania. Yeah, that's right. So Vasile, because you had something to say on that point.
Yes, we're a country, Romania. We consider to be Balkanic and Latin country because of our heritage. Not a very big country, but I will say decent. Is a country with 22 million when it comes to population.
Yeah.
But as we speak, we have roughly 17 million, and the rest are living abroad, as we call them, diaspora.
Yeah, the non-resident.
Non-resident,
Romanians,
yes.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, and Vasile, just focusing on Romania, the different groups. So can you talk to us about the difference between Romanian and Romani?
Oh, yes. Just to be more specific, if that's okay.
Sure.
In English, we're calling them Romani. We have the words of using travelers or gypsy. But yes, there's a difference. We as a country, we are Romanians, but we have communities within our country where they migrated hundreds of years ago. So yes, there's no differences. But yes, they like to call themselves Romani. And obviously they have different traditions, but they're not really, really different in terms of traditions.
Yeah.
Or language, or the way they live.
Yeah.
So we are a country with the same principle, but beside of that, they have their own tradition where perhaps you might have came across in different part of the world, like in India, in certain countries within Europe, and also like in Ireland. So they're calling themselves Romani.
Yeah. I traveled to Romania and Bulgaria, and there was saw the different communities there, particularly the Romani community. I think they were having a celebration, a party, which was very good.
When it comes to party and celebration, they're really for it. They're really for it, and it's something that I would like to mention about it. Within their communities, they like to be so close, and the relationship within themselves and families, they are really, really close. And I haven't seen elsewhere this type of relationship within the communities.
Yeah, because I know they come from different areas of the world. They migrated.
Correct.
Up from.
They migrated from India, some of the countries from Eastern Europe. Yeah. But they migrated in many countries. Yeah. But yes, we have a good proportion of communities in our country, in Romania.
No, thank you. That's really interesting. And thanks for shedding some light on that. Mariia?
It's Ukraine. Yeah. As you know, it's the largest country in Europe. Yesterday I saw in one site we have some similar with the Baltic countries, especially like in language. Some different roots, I think. But we have different tradition, except with Baltic countries, different song, culture, another one. As for Ukraine, it's very religious country. Yeah. Our culture so committed with religious. to many historic people try to translate liturgical books to Ukrainian language and try to improve our language and take more rich language. Also, our language have origin. This was start. I don't remember exactly, but it was mixed like Slavic tribes first, and when it start to begin Kievan Rus. This is was start of every Ukrainian culture and every Ukrainian language.
Yeah.
So this is like the roots of our culture, and everything started from middle Dnieper. It's the biggest river in my country, and probably now. I don't know how to explain, but I see between people, probably I can describe other people like more harsh, more stronger, probably take everything close inside, don't put to our emotions outside, very close people.
Yeah.
Hide emotions inside every time. Yes, like this, something like that. I think it's big difference between another one. Another one nationalities.
Yeah, we're going to come on to the individual nuances of the cultures later in the podcast. But that's very interesting. Thank you very much for shedding some light on the different terms there. So we're going to be looking at some historical context just to for our listeners to understand the modern day shaping of Eastern Europe. So if we look back at history, it is a region that's been shaped by several kingdoms, dynasties, empires, whatever the correct terminology is. We had the Byzantine, the Mongol, the Golden Horde influence, the Ottoman era, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth era, the Russian Imperial era, and then obviously the World Wars, and then the Soviet era. So I want to pick up with just after the World Wars and the Soviet era, if I may, because I think that's the most recent and probably what has shaped the cultural identity that we see today. So how did sort of the Soviet era affect each of your individual countries? So if we start with Vasile.
Well, Kieran, I was only 6 years old when the changes took place in my country. We were under communism era, and since 1990, when everything has been changed and we became like a democratic country, so to say. But don't remember much. However, there's certain aspects where I do remember.
Yeah.
And obviously, different people from my country has different views, especially those elderly people, if you know what I mean. Because they were the ones going through these problems in my country during the communism era, where for myself I didn't feel the difference much, but I know certain aspects that I don't see them these days.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big change in my eyes. However, we can see the country excelling in a way where we didn't have access to certain things at the time of the communism, where now we kind of accelerating within 35 years since communism. Now I think we are coming to the same level of the rest of the countries within Eastern Europe. Yeah. Yes, that's my view.
Yeah, and I appreciate. The Soviet era was it spanned several decades. But I think we all of a generation where either we don't directly remember it, you wouldn't directly remember it, or but you would have had a secondary experience of it. So your country coming out of the Soviet era and into the new into its new dawn. if that's the correct terminology. But yeah, thank you, Vasile.
No problem.
Mariia?
I was born in 1994, and honestly, Soviet era impact have huge impact for my country. We fluently spoke with Russian, with Ukrainian, and we had some experience in my country, especially in the west, in the east of my country, when we try to speak in Donetsk with Ukrainian. Everybody can speak fluently and understand especially everything. And the same in Lviv, in the west. We can speak fluently by Russian, by Polish as well, Ukrainian. We can speak a different language. And everything was okay, but and we really probably, as for my mind, Soviet era now is just like part of our past.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all what I can tell about this everything, because we everything remember good history, and we try to keep some respect for some politics, for different poets of this era, and now we everything try to remove these monuments.
Yeah.
We try to ignore this, and we try to maybe forget this, and you understand why.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's really, we try to like remove everything from our memory, I think, because it's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. No, of course. Thank you. Olga?
I have been born in Soviet Union. Yes, and like Mariia said, it was just part of our history. And I can't say that it was tragical, because I was very little, when the Soviet Union was split. But of course, it's affected all people who live on this big territory.
Yeah.
And but it wasn't positive things. After Soviet Union was split, we have the opportunity to come in another countries and see different life. What is very good.
Yeah. And preparing for this podcast, I think we were talking about the journalist Jacob Mikanowski, who's an American Polish, I hope I've got that right, sort of journalist. So he talks around how a lot of the identity of Eastern Europe, it transitioned very quickly. So there were countries that existed, but then the next day did not exist. And it was a very sort of quick movement. And the end of sort of communism created a resilience in that community. So do you think that resilience is still seen today in people's outlook from that region? And does it sort of determine what life choices they make?
I think I can still see all these contrast, but not like the fresh days back in 90.
Yeah.
But in my country, I can still see that.
Yeah. There's a sort of determination to get things done and get.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I believe because of the communism, people values differently the type of work that we gained over the years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that would be something that you might embrace, but what I can say from my opinion, is like a blessing to certain people. Because of the communism, even these days, since 2008, since the crisis has happened within maybe the whole world, people from Europe are appreciating and valuing the job differently, where some other people, perhaps they take it as something normal.
Yeah.
And perhaps this is something that they have in their priority and their agenda, to say that to keep up with what I want and what my goals will be, because I know what I've been through and I know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I think that will be something in the perception of everyone from Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
With Lithuanian people, I think it's happened, they, after breaking Soviet Union, they have opportunity to came here. And the reason why they came here, it was economical. Because...
Yeah, in search for work and,
Yes,
a
yes.
better life, yeah.
And better life, yes.
Yeah.
And still better life here in the UK than in Lithuania.
Yeah. Thank you, Olga. And Mariia, I know Ukraine's in a very unique situation at the moment, but do you want to shed some light in terms of the situation and sort of how that's shaped people of your country today?
Probably this war give opportunity for us to go abroad with different type of visa, and we try to build new life, build from zero, from the bottom, and take every opportunity here. It's not just the United Kingdom. Different countries take our referee from my countries. And I think it's so difficult for other people. But we already... as we're talking about for my country, we have to big opportunity in education, especially in my country. And what, to my opinion, other people can try learn too quickly different language and try to assimilate in another community, into another society as well. And I think it's very good condition of our psychic and our it's good side of our education, because we can try different job, we can learn, we can develop our culture, even we can be here, we can represent our country, and especially also our ethics in other countries. I think it's very good when we have these opportunities. This is maybe the big positive side of this situation, that's all.
Even Lithuania always was a part of European culture. And of course, after that, after split again, Soviet Union, they start be a part of European culture. And
Yes, indeed. Eastern Europe has a huge contribution to the UK since the acceptance of Union European.
Yeah.
Especially because of the workforce in UK and the number of countries over the years has migrated in UK. So it's a huge contribution to this.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, great. So I want to go back to the beginning of the podcast where I mentioned Romania Day, Vasile. So today is the 1st of December, and we are marking part of the inspiration for doing this podcast is Romania Day. So do you want to talk us through what Romania Day entails and why 1st of December is the date that's chosen?
Okay, well, I would like to start by saying La mulți ani, Romania. So what I've pronounced is, in my language, happy birthday, Romania. And yes, really glad to talk about this because we do celebrate a National Day of Romania. So we start having this celebration since the 19th, when the falling of communism has happened. And it's like pretty much the same thing with many other countries, in like UK as well, thinking of Wales, Kent area, the Garden of Canterbury, London. So exactly the same thing has happened within our country. We have, back in 1980, we're not in certain regions, and we called them at that time in 1918 Big Romania, because we had to combine and agreed that certain regions like Banats, we're calling Banats, Transylvania, I think is quite a well-known word for that, for Romania. So Transylvania, Banat, Crișana, and Maramureș, along with Romania, and at the time Romania was Moldova part of it, and we still have part of it. It's not the Republic of Moldova, don't get confused. So all these 5 regions has combined, and we recognize as Romania as big Romania. So we have started to celebrate this since 1990s.
Great.
So we celebrate this on every single 1st of December.
Excellent. Well, happy Romania Day to all our viewers who are watching. And we wish you a fantastic day of celebration. Thank you, Vasile.
After starting war, I was like 1 year in my country. And later I just take some opportunity to be here. And I go abroad. Here I almost 3 years. And I try to assimilate here. It's every time so difficult for me because need to figure out this different issue. I need to learn about some laws, about how to rent, about everything. How to move here. It's because London it's a big city. It's because compared to with my country, with my city, it's total difference. And of course I need to learn every single day about everything. What about my country, about immigration? Yes, I think so. Too many people have big choice or live in my country or take outside. But I want to tell it too hard when you here and when your family in my country because it's so difficult. Too difficult to describe these feelings because you every time to worry and take care about your family. You don't know if you can keep in touch. Every time worries. When I wake up, I try to read some news, what happened for this night, because one night really was terrible for my hometown. I don't know how many missiles launched in my hometown. 2 civil houses was destroyed, and 1 in totally. We can do refurbishment, nothing. Too many people die. I don't know exactly about quantity, and this is really hard. It's maybe it's the hardest, most items for me. But I try to keep yourself together. And if you want to cry, cry. Probably after when I know about it, I cry all evening. But I every time try to do something. This if you have some opinion here, if you have some mission, if you know what need to do in this situation, it take easy your time, take easy your life every time, and probably what it's maybe better what can organize our nation that we try to keep together, because it's probably now I think, to my opinion, our society, our community, and Ukrainian, we had biggest feast before when everything started, because everybody was shocked and shaked the brain because nobody know what need to do. But now maybe it's hard to say about it. Now we just used to this war, and maybe this is first thing. What can I say? We used to live in war.
Yeah, those are very deep words, and we do have other Ukrainian colleagues in the business, and I think just by them hearing you talk about this, I think they'll sort of feel a sense of connection. Is there something the organizations can do? You mentioned some charity, or you said there's some charity work going on.
We try to organize some charity here. For example, my aunt tried to organize some charity fair. When we tried to cook too many bakery, too many food, too many meat, and try to organize some people, for example, for celebrate independence. We try to celebrate independence like that, with charity fair, and we can collect some money and try to put some donation for First Army of Ukraine.
Kieran, I have Operative from Ukraine in Gloucester. And I think that our company is doing a lot that we employ the people and help them to have incomes, what is very nice from our side, I think. And she is very appreciated that we're doing that for her, because her language skills, it's not very, it's difficult for her, but we're supporting, all team supporting her,
Yeah, I mean, that's key to make it as a supportive environment as possible because, I think there's an awareness that people from Ukraine who've come here and started working for NJC, it's duress of circumstances. So they've not chosen it themselves. They're in a new country, a new language. And like you said, Olga, anything that, to create an environment that's supportive goes the extra mile. Yep.
Sorry for bothering. And I try to say my opinion because in my situation, I don't want to trespass in the situation of war because we're different people.
Yeah.
You understand. What can I say? Someone just want use the situation about country. I need donation. I need here. No need to do this. If you want to do donation, just do this quiet.
Yeah.
Don't need too much announce. Just quiet need to do this job.
Yeah. Do you want to help our listeners understand your story a little bit?
Yes, we celebrate independence in the 24th of August from 1992. And also we celebrate, before we celebrate like day of our flag in my country, usually, our language have a high level of vocality. We try to celebrate with song, with patriotic song, and every time like go to church. This is every time tradition. It's good tradition, and pray every time for our country. And also we try to organize some events in my country and sometimes in abroad. Sometimes it's charity events for organization, some vehicles to front of war, and sometimes we try just take some entitlement environment because need to calm down in this situation and don't think too many about reality. Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
Like usually day we try to celebrate. And also we have like Remembrance Day in this situation. I don't know how to pronounce correct. Maybe it's not pronounced day. It may be every time pronounced Remembrance Morning.
Yeah.
Because we take like 1 minute of silence exact at 9 o'clock to memory of every hero in my country. So.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Olga, do you have a day of celebration in your country?
Yes, Lithuania has 2 days celebration of independence. It's 11th of March and 16th of February. And normally it could be a celebration, official celebration, and people enjoy that they have independence now.
The next point I want to just cover is around religion. So this is covering the diversity of Eastern Europe. So there are several religions: Catholicism, Orthodox Christianity, Judaism, Islam. So do you want to talk about the sort of the predominant religions of your country and how that sort of shapes identity?
Yes, Lithuania is Catholic country, and of course we have in another communities like Jewish, like Orthodoxy, and Muslim. Not a lot. Yes, Muslim. It's not big community now. It's growing.
Yeah.
but it wasn't historically big community.
Yeah. Thank you. That's great.
And I also want to tell about Ukraine because it also, again, it's different. It's a very interesting situation because of war. Before the war, we celebrate together. We have, I think it was common church. It was orthodoxical. Usually we celebrated Christmas with Russia on 6th and 7th January.
Yeah.
Yes, but now we start to celebrate with Catholic Church on 25 December. And as we change every calendar, so we change every celebration in our country, and we try to celebrate every custody with a Catholic word.
Yeah.
But now it's some chaos in mind, especially in older people, who so hard to try to use to another calendar and try to use another traditions.
Yeah.
And now we have some interesting condition when we celebrate both 25 December and 6 January, and the same like Easter, but sometimes Easter is the same day, but sometimes it's different. We celebrate both days.
Well, all for a double celebration when we can.
Yes, double celebration.
Vasile?
As a country, Romania is considered to be a Christian country. We've got a proportion of, let's say, I might be wrong, but 20% of being a Catholic, and the rest of the country to be considered as Orthodox country, even though Christianism we calling like for Catholicism, for Orthodox, for Protestants, but still calling ourselves Christian. Yes, but in general, Romania is considered as a Christian Orthodox country.
Yeah. And there are different dates for the festivals. I know with Easter.
Well, might fell differently because all the time in April, March, April, but over the years, my dates might fall differently.
Yeah.
But yes, we do celebrate the same as the rest of the countries with 25th of December, Easter, and so on.
Yeah, excellent. So I want to move on to now the workplace and facilities management industry perspective. So people from Eastern Europe make up a large share of the FM sector. So what strengths or work values do you think come from maybe your cultural or the historical background of your countries, which would make this sector a good choice for people of that background?
I'm probably going to answer on that. As I mentioned, Kieran, Eastern Europe countries, they wanted to have a stable job.
Yeah.
Because of the changes from communism to democracy. They wanted to have a stable and a safe job. Therefore, in different roles within FM, in our minds as a Eastern Europe, European people, we wanted to be really, really serious with what we're doing.
Yeah.
To us, yes is a yes and no is a no.
Yeah.
Rather than juggling it around and not taking, giving 100% time or dedication to the role. So yes, on a background to that, I will say we come up with a serious approach to the role.
Yeah.
And obviously we started from the scratch. And I guess we kind of stable in what we're doing.
Yeah.
If you ask me personally, I could share that.
Yeah.
But yes, this is what I think, the strength of those people from Eastern Europe.
Yeah, and I think FM is a role where things just need to get done, don't they? There's no sort of ambiguity, either it's done or it isn't. And that kind of mirrors the personality traits that you're highlighting there.
Especially for those with the length of within those roles.
Yeah, definitely. Olga, Mariia? What would you say?
I think that people from East countries enjoy be involved to work, and our productivity is high, I think, and we very valuable in NJC, particularly, I can feel that support, and our brilliant job, and people from East Europe who is working with me in both sides, because I'm doing both sides, they hardworking people, and they're working not just only for money, they're working for a result as well.
Yeah.
To make
pride.
Yes, to be proud of what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great.
And I think that it's the best attitude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if we can have more of that attitude in other roles, that would be a real plus, wouldn't it? Yeah. Mariia, did you want to come in on anything?
Yes, I want to emphasize everything. I agree with everything that was said before. People from Eastern Europe country is really hardworking.
Yeah.
And maybe work for result and have take too much ambition to take more good place and high job and with good salary. Yes. I think it's maybe probably, my opinion, people from Eastern country, not just from Ukraine, like in Romania and from Lithuania as well, the most productivity here, everywhere. Right. Because we know how to work and how to organize everything.
Yeah.
And we can think in advance about it.
Yeah. All very good traits to have, particularly in this industry.
Yes.
I'd like to mention one thing before we jump on to the next topic. If I see the way I see it, most probably most of the European people will see it. So the way I see it, Kieran, and thanks for asking this question.
Not at all.
UK has investing in us, and the way we see it, we're giving back to what we gain. What the society has invested in us, we're giving back.
Yeah.
And I think everyone will see it, and they can say easily the same thing.
Yeah. Right. So, have you ever had to perhaps challenge any assumptions sort of made about Eastern European people? This could be like in your personal life, in your experiences since coming to the UK.
Yes, I came across this, and all the time I will have the same answer. I believe that every region, every part of the world, every country has good and bad people. Therefore, I came across in challenging certain questions when it comes to assumptions as nation, as a tradition, as what we do. But the same answer I'll have for them to say that not everyone is the same. In particular, as a country, we've been classed as people who as doing bad stuff because of the minority, but you cannot judge of the majority. So yes, quite often I came across this. But we're not what we pointed out to be.
Vasile, I have very good experience with Romanian people and very positive, like and with Ukrainian. And it's very depend of you experience with personality. I not speak about the whole nation with personality because our life is about personalities.
So Olga, have you had to ever challenge any assumptions made?
Yes, I have. I still have challenging, about my accent in the UK. It's very hard pronunciation, and sometimes I am struggling with that. I feel shame. Maybe people can't understand what I am saying, but in England, people very patient and very kind, and I think that it's.
Yeah, and I mean that's the beauty of sort of diversity, particularly within NJC. We've got a whole population of people from different countries. There's different accents, different ways of speaking, but
yes, and different approach to
different
the job.
approaches. All,
Yes.
all lends itself to a rich tapestry of life. Yeah.
Yes.
Mariia?
Yes, I also have some challenge. As Olga told, sometimes I have some problems with my pronunciation, so I need to work more with this issue. And sometimes when I came in London, in UK, I also, when I hear first English, I saw it's something in another language. I don't understand nothing. But step by step, I try to understand, I try to speak, because when I came to London, I start to work in coffee shop.
Yeah.
And I improve, so I boost my English very quickly, because I different with different nation, with different people, with different accent. You need to catch everything quickly.
Yeah.
And yes, it's really helped me, and now I understand more and more. But now, big task for me to with pronunciation, and maybe take more vocabulary. I think for better life, because it's difference in accent, in difference in the language. My language is so sonor and so melodic, and we have more solid sounds, and sometimes it's really too hard take another accent. And now I try also learn a little bit Romanian. It's another sounds. Because sometimes I try to speak like your sounds, like meow, something like that. Ce mai face? It's hard. It's too hard to learn one language and another one language. And when I try to speak with my husband, attention, for example, he told me, atente. We have the similar words. Why you have the similar words? Why you learn me? Why you don't learn me to this words? You have so similar words. Why you don't speak so quickly and so fast in
Your
this
husband's
language?
from Moldova.
Yes, from Moldova, yes. And you told me as well, so hard pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yes, probably pronunciation, And sometimes I can hear from different nations how we try to cut off the word.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so hard and it's difficult to understand someone.
Yeah. Well, I think working in a coffee shop, that's probably the best way to learn English.
Different language. I saw different language.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I hear.
And I can imagine how difficult it was because the accent here in the UK changes every about 20 miles.
It was joke, but I hear here in UK we have different language here. It's diversity language. Maybe it's Romanian or another language is so official, but not English.
Yeah.
Yes, we have similar words, especially because we neighbors. Your husband is a Moldovan, from Moldova, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, very similar words. And it's not just the language. We also share some of the close way of living and tradition when it comes to clothes as well. Dancing and traditional dancing.
Especially dancing, because I saw you dancing so quick.
Yes.
So nice.
But just to cover this, or perhaps to complete myself of what I was mentioning about the challenges. The communities we have in our country, the gypsies, we have good examples from them.
Yeah.
Where the way of living and the way showing to the world the example they share, we don't see elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I have to say that most of the communities in our countries have changed massively since where we used to be back in within communism era.
Yeah.
Today, after our podcast, I definitely would like to visit Romania.
Okay, you're very, very welcome.
I've been there. It's very nice. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
nice country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just read little bit before our podcast about Romania.
Yeah.
And you know what? You are very good ambassador of Romania.
Thank you. I mean, it's just me sharing some thoughts.
Some thoughts, yes.
But thank you.
So we can add that to your email signature, Vasile, Ambassador to Romania.
Yeah, why not?
Head of operations.
Glad and very glad and happy to be Romanian.
Yeah.
To represent my country.
Yeah, excellent. I want to talk about sort of communication styles a little bit. So Olga, you sort of alluded to this with your work or your chats around accents. The communication style, and Vasile, you picked up on it about just getting straight to the point and getting things done. I think with a British communication style, a lot of our sort of communication is subtle, is non-verbal, or you have to look for the meaning behind the meaning. Mm-hmm. So a prime example would be like, somebody asked me, how are you today? I was, not bad, meaning that I'm actually really good, So not bad means, very different things depending upon voice tonality. Or if you say something like, oh, how was that? You're like, oh, it wasn't the best. So meaning it was absolutely dire. I think that's a direct contrast to sort of Eastern European communication style.
Absolutely agreed with you, and I'm still learning about these things to understand what people mean, because it's sometimes, I can't understand directly.
Yeah.
Or some jokes, I can't just hit them when I come back at home, because for humor of English people, it's slightly different, approach. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that,
Kieran.
I like that.
Looking at my daughter, she keeps correcting me even now. When I have my own way in talking to her, we do talk only in English at home. But yes, she keeps correcting me even now.
Yeah.
Yes, and I do like that because I tend to be more to her understanding.
Yeah.
And so she can perceive me differently.
Yeah.
I mean, differently, no, in a normal way.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Marie?
I think, yes, we have some difference because sometimes someone can talk to directly to you, but sometimes can have another meaning about this.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is really different, and sometimes too hard to catch another mind, and especially here where is diversity, because usually we need to use official language in everything, but sometimes people don't understand how to use it correctly, and this can take too many misunderstandings between this diversity.
Yeah.
People.
Can the direct communication style sometimes mistakenly be interpreted as rudeness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to avoid that, Kieran. Yes, and I'm always trying to control myself.
But you don't intend to come across like that.
Yes, I'm not mean these things, but possibly from my sayings, people can read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes people try to speak aloud, and as for maybe for my country, it sounds like rude, and I don't accept this. I try to speak quiet. It's normal tone, not too high. It's normal for us. I don't understand why I need to speak aloud. But another people, like maybe Italian, or maybe it's more emotional, national, more from maybe especially from South, speak more aloud.
Yeah.
And we're really different here.
Yeah. No, I appreciate sort of sometimes the British way of communicating takes a bit of. I personally think unless you're,
or using some smile in.
It takes a while to sort of acclimatise. It's quite unique. I've not seen it anywhere else in the world. This style of communication, so the meaning behind the meaning. All other countries, they are direct. They're more straight to the point. Yeah.
Yes, for example, America, it's
Yeah.
the same language countries like UK, but they more direct.
Completely,
comes
different
with
style. Yeah,
Speak your
style,
mind,
yeah.
yes.
yeah. Okay, no, that's great. And final sort of question on this sort of section is: what advice would you give to Eastern European? What advice would you give to Eastern European people, perhaps entering the job market, the UK job market today?
I think that they need to be themselves. People need to be from Ukraine, from Romania, from Lithuania, because they bring them ideas to British culture as well.
Yeah.
Income.
Great, thank you. Great.
I think my big advice: don't be so shy.
Yeah.
For everybody, for everything, especially from Eastern country, because need to open another potential. And what can I do? What I need to maybe think and aloud and speak clear
Yeah.
about and be to take more confidence here in UK, and don't be afraid in every questions, every issue, and try to speak directly about everything. Don't try to turn left or turn right. Just direct. That's all.
Yeah.
I just would like to add that they need to appreciate and just say thank you for British who take us, as a part of.
Yes.
Because it's very important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's very important to take this culture from British, like very polite. How are you? Thank you. To say a few times, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is good. This
Hope
is
you're
need
well.
to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is good assimilation for everybody.
Excellent points there.
Yes.
Vasile?
I will always encourage them to offer to UK's needs. If it's a need of something, then offer it accordingly. And if you feel if you feel that you've been embraced, then act like one.
Yeah.
I think everyone wishes the same thing within their communities, country, and whatever the road might be there.
Yeah. Good stuff. Excellent. Thank you. So the next question is the next topic is around identity, culture, and the diaspora. So would you say living in the UK has changed your sense of identity?
Yes, change. And I think in better. For
in
me
the better,
personal, yes, in the better, Because I start be more open, to another cultures.
Yeah.
Kieran, it's very important, because before in my life, I didn't know I knew about Romania, about Ukraine, of course, but only here I understand that it's very interesting, it's enjoyable to be together, and do something special.
Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. So coming to the UK, you've seen the diversity around.
Around, yes. And, as you know, I have a team from different countries, from Brazil and Nepal, and them approach to jobs, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Good experience.
Excellent. Oh, that's great. Mariia?
Yes, for me, here really it's good experience. And when I was before in my country, I tried to learn, struggle alone, to learn geography, to learn about another countries. And now I try to learn geography here. And here, when I can see this diversity, I try to speak with different people, especially every time I ask, where are you from? From Nigeria. And I can say, I know capital of your country, it's Abuja. And this is, another people can feel respect.
Yeah.
Yes, this is respectful for everybody. If you know something about another country, this is good opportunity for me to open here, to take more opportunity really for lifetime, for my career here, for my personal life, for to find more friends from different countries, and also it is better for my English.
Yeah.
And this is good opportunity for traveling and open another culture wherever you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, and here I like to learn about everything, and I have some points, some idea. Maybe just I think just about my country, about my people, how to help to take adaptation to immigration here and to assimilate in especially in British countries. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think about some project, maybe some books when I can share with my experience when I have which challenge I have here and how I try overcome everything, and maybe it will be good. It's good experience when I can share with everyone.
Yeah, great. Vasile, I'm going to phrase the question a little bit differently. So, do you feel that being in the UK has made you sort of appreciate your culture a little in ways that you perhaps didn't before?
100%. 100%. I reflect myself from time to time. Indeed, it was a massive transition within my life. Nearly 20 years ago when I came in UK. And I remember myself being so skeptic, absorbing things differently, and it took a time for me to adapt.
Yeah.
And I could easily say it's because of the environment I came from the communism. I was young still, 21 years old. But unfortunately, because of the corruption that still exists in Europe, it was really hard for me to believe that actually there's a different way in assimilating things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a massive change, and even now, for instance, if I'm about to visit my country, it's in my DNA to reject things. When I see things, I'm quite sensitive to various examples.
Yeah.
When it comes to corruption, noticing something that is unusual, not in the right place, and mainly it's because of me absorbing and embracing what I've seen and what I gained and made part of my life, basically, in UK. So, yeah, I feel more, maybe many of my friends might be shocked, but I feel more British than Romanian at this stage.
That's a, interesting question to ponder. So how about you guys? Do you feel more Eastern European or Romanian? Do you feel more Eastern European or British?
Or
mix of the two.
Mix of two.
Yeah.
Yes, mix. Because I try to also now I try to learn. I try to live for 3 countries: Ukraine, Moldova, and Britain.
Yeah.
I can't say that I feel that I am British more or less. I feel that I am different, than I was before when I came here. Once again, I just like this country.
Yeah.
I like this history, them culture, and it's interesting for me to live here.
Yeah, good. And for those of you who have children, so how do you pass on your heritage to them? Do you speak, do you teach them your language, your customs and traditions? How do they feel? So I don't know if they were born here or born abroad. And
I keep my language with my children at home because I think that it's important that they need to speak in other languages. They bilingual now.
Yeah.
And my youngest one, I think that he is more involved in British culture because he came here when he was 2 years old.
Yeah.
My oldest sons, they I think that they half of British, yes.
Yeah. Great.
I only have a daughter, 11 years old. 12, actually, sorry. Last month.
Should be correcting you again.
Yes. As a matter of fact, she's the one asking me about Romanian culture, where I'm supposed to be the one to explain and to remind, or to eventually explain in details of what we're celebrating and what that means and the meaning of that. So yes, at home I always speak in English. My wife keeps saying that we should share Romanian language as well. But yes, she's more not really embracing the tradition, the food. Not really. She always quite surprised of why we keep mentioning or why we keep using certain foods and the way of celebrating things. She just cannot understand that,
Right.
just because she was born here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you feel it's your duty to sort of
Yes,
open that world up to them?
yes, because we don't want to forget who we are. We want to share that, and but perhaps it's because I find it more easy for me to share everything in English, to share whatever and however we live in UK, maybe.
Yeah.
But my wife keeps reminding me.
Yeah. Good. Mariia?
I don't have children yet, but it's of interesting questions. And I told before with my husband which language can speak our children. And because it's about Russian language, our opinions different. My husband, I try to speak with my husband. Sometimes it's Russian language. It's okay for me. It's for my husband because I don't understand Romanian well, and he don't understand English, and he understand Ukrainian so good. And probably for me, I try to keep my tradition and keep my language. And also, it's the main reason what I want to learn Romanian and try to pass to our children the Romanian language and Romanian some maybe Moldovan tradition. And also, I want to learn my children English because English it's a very important language in the world. It's probably its most important language. With Mandarin, with China language, it's very good. And one poet from my country told, how many language you know, how many times you are human. So we just need to learn language and open your mind.
Yeah, that's a very powerful statement,
Yes.
actually, yeah. Because definitely, I mean, knowing different languages definitely opens up worlds, I think, new worlds and different ways of
when you try
thinking.
To learn and you try to speak with another language, you understand another people.
Yeah. And you understand how sort of the commonalities we've got, or every person has got with another person.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That is some really great content there. Okay, so I think the point to conclude, what would you say, what's next for the community? So looking forward, what would you like to see in the next 10 to 20 years for, let's say, Eastern Europeans in the UK? Or in general?
That's a difficult question, especially nowadays what's happening. But I don't want to lead into something else. I guess we will see everyone adapting themselves to the expectation of UK. That will I see them in the next decade.
Yeah.
I hope that next decade England will be still be interesting for people coming from East Europe, because now people from East Europe, they come back to them countries.
Yes.
During the Brexit and economical situation as well.
We know for a fact that UK has embraced, and I do believe that they still embracing diversity, hence why we have so many different people here, and being part of UK I will say that, in the next decades, people will still adapt.
Yeah, no, that's great. And Mariia?
Yes, I just want to add, I also, I hope everything will be better, and probably our people try to come back to my country. I hope for better future for my country. And I want to believe that our people try to take a place here and try to assimilate with British people and try to speak more better and empower this economics and take maybe a plum job here.
Excellent. Well, that's really great, and it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to all three of you. Is there a final message that you want to give to our colleagues on perhaps Romania Day, Vasile and Mariia and Olga? Just any message you want to go out that you want to go out to our colleagues in NJC?
Yeah, I'm probably going to say the same thing by having a motto, in a way, like being who we are. Just don't forget who you are.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be my thoughts.
Don't forget your roots.
Yeah.
Yes, I can just repeat, don't forget your roots.
Yeah, I couldn't have put it better myself. So yeah, thank you, Vasile. That's really, really good.
Thank you for this confabulation. It's I really appreciate. It's a big experience for me. It's my first time for this podcast. Yes.
First of many, we hope.
Yes.
Kieran, thank you very much
for
having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us,
Thank you.
Kieran.
And finally, thank you to you, our listeners and viewers, for tuning in to this edition. As always, please like, share and subscribe. Please comment. You can hit the notification icon to be updated about new podcasts coming through. And until the next time, we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye for now.